Oh, we got some heat now. Something I've noticed. I don't know if other people have seen this as much, but well, definitely Shannon Sharp and Skip Hicks. Oh my God, Skip Bayless. Skip Hicks is running back for the Washington football team about 15 years ago. I like to watch the children see how they're playing, but they mentioned, how Carmelo Anthony's son in high school was playing LeBron James' son. And I'd say about this has been changing more dramatically about 15, 20 years ago. Today be the first day of 2023. Wow, it's cool to say that. Okay, so I'll give some examples. Ken Griffey Jr., the son of Ken Griffey, obviously senior, Cincinnati Reds. And then, of course, you got Barry Bonds, the son of Bobby Bonds. And there's some more coming out, but the children don't seem to be as good of players anymore. I can relate that too. What I think is, I don't know. I don't know how true this is, but I met a woman about 2014. I met her 2013, but like late 2013, and then of course 2014 I ended up getting closer to her enough to the point whereby she would talk more intimately about her relationships with her children. And of course she was that single mother from New Jersey. They're all from New Jersey around here. That's, I guess, a state they're trying to get away from. Who knows? They go down to the Tampa area. That's where the single moms hide out. They got their hiding spots. Find the right judges that they want to use, manipulate. So she specifically said, the single mother specifically said to her daughter, I think she had either 2 or 3 daughters. She didn't want to have any boys, so she would just have abortions. If she had a ultrasound looking like it's a boy in there. Weird, right? And I've talked to more people too about this. Oh, anyway, what she said was, I heard her talking to her daughter, you will never have the kind of money I have, the experience I have, the business I have, telling her daughter this. I don't understand. Like me, with my children, I've always desired them to be even better than I am playing basketball. Better than I am with their thought process, their thinking, their desires, their health, their strength, whatever it might be. Their love with other people, and not just with a spouse or any kind of limitation of a relationship or whatever, relationship with a business, company, relationship with a person, the ground, maybe grow better. Like we had our huge ass garden, right? And they just be more prosperous than me. But it seems to be a fashionable thing to not be as for have children to not be as they're really oppressing and repressing. The parents are the children. And when it comes to sports, I've noticed NBA, NFL, Major League Baseball. There was a time when pitchers would throw at least 40 to 45 games. This year, starting pitchers are only, for the past 25 to 40 years, pitchers have only gone about 32 games, 33 games at the very most, starting. And the athletes just don't seem to be as pure as they were in the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. 70s when they were tailing off a little bit. I don't know what's going on, man. It's just, is it the whole single mother thing about how they're wanting to, I've noticed, I've talked to other single mothers too, across the board, 100%. They want that to keep their children down. I'm like, what? What's the point? LeBron is a good example of this. He had all kinds of people around him, but be so much more dominant. I mean, Michael Jordan, obviously, I'm sure he was better than his dad, James Jordan. But what happened to Michael Jordan's two sons? I know one played down the road here at UCF, University of Central Florida, and they just really went nowhere. I'm not saying LeBron should just what he should do. What I would just say, you know what, forget it. I'm just going to dedicate my time to my children being better than I've ever been. So Bronny did what he did. I saw Bronny at LAX. I didn't see him clearly enough because my eyesight he was more than like 20 feet away. Maybe like probably 30 to 40 feet away. I was hearing that he was over in another line to go to Honolulu. I was going to Hilo, Hawaii. Not last year. It was actually 2 years ago, but you know what I'm saying. It was 2021, that December. Last year, now already officially, was my cruise year. Did quite a few cruises. And my children, I've accepted they might never even get to meet me. 3 of them. And of course, the other 4, I mean, still, I whatever the case is, okay? I still pray that they're blessed and prosperous with numbers higher than what my numbers have always been. But it seems to be an unpopular thing for your children to be better than you, or seemingly be seen as being better, or whatever better is, than you. You know, if I'm making sense here. I'm just noticing these things. Why is it here in America now? In different countries, you got the Dallas Mavericks kid just went for 60, 20, and 10, but he's from a different country. This is definitely a big, and then Giannis from Greece. The players that are being so dominant today, Steph Curry, yeah, he's a better player than his dad, Del Curry. It seems to be waning though, people. It really does. That's a big deal for me though. I want to see, and I see it with sports. That's how I'm measuring the prosperity with baseball, basketball, football. They can't play as long in baseball anymore. Basketball, you're not seeing them as many minutes as you did back in the 80s and 90s even, I mean, to me, Jordan's children, that would be so awesome to see them just tearing it up. LeBron, his son, it'd be so awesome to see Bronny just going off every day, just running the show, And not just, Melo's son and Dwayne Wade's son, but just across the board, even WNBA. The fundamentals everybody knows are just not there anymore. I'm just not used to this brightness right now. It's so good. I love it. Wow, it feels weird. It does feel like a new year. This year, for some reason, feels like more of a new year than any other year for some reason. Maybe because it's like a Sunday, and I was asleep last night by about 10:30, and that was it. What a nice day, though, man. I don't know what I'm noticing, if anybody else is noticing this, or what's going on, but I'm disappointed. I am disappointed with seeing what's going on. It's definitely a repression and oppression. For me, I glory in my children having successful relationships, never sick, always healthy, the leaders and everything. Smile more than anybody. Oh, that gives me a little break behind a little cloud. Whatever. that's my video, and I'm gonna post it here now.